finished this, some have not. So we're gonna focus on those who may not have finished this assignment and go through it, because I think last week we did the day before, which is Monday's problem, on Tuesday, and I told you I would push today's problem to today. So use this time. We got about maybe 5 more minutes before we start. Everybody else is early. I'm gonna use this time to do attendance and mark who's here now, because that's a bit of extra credit if you're early to class. Welcome to class, Mr. Garcia. Let's see here.
How you doing today, Mr.
So
Howell?
use this time. I'm all right, sir. Use this time, everybody, to separate your screens, set up Edsby and Google Docs. Let's see here. Let me do attendance. All right. Okay, so let's see who's present. Archie's absent. Bailey's absent. Champagne's absent. Davis absent. Shamar Davis absent. Courtney Dixon absent. Edward Dooling absent. Mr. Garcia is present. Gray is absent. Autumn Hall absent. Kennard absent. Lightu is here. She was here. Where'd she go? Oh, there she is. That's here. Mr. Miller absent. Leah Mims absent. Dajae Moore absent. Sherrod Perry is absent. Rael Smith absent. Jalen Stuckey is present. Valdez is present. Martin Valencia absent. And Journey Walls absent. So 3 more minutes. We're going to get started, everybody. Everybody had a good Thanksgiving break.
Most definitely, most definitely.
Cool.
Did you enjoy your Thanksgiving?
It was mostly work related, no. But as long as y'all enjoyed yourselves. Let's see here. Okay, attendance is running. All right, so 3 more minutes. We're going to do our norms and talk about today's problem. Okay, so we got 5 more minutes. Class officially started at 2:40. 5 more minutes, we're gonna do our norms, just giving people time to get in the room. The word of the day and term of the day is there. I want you to be setting your document up so it goes by fast. So you'll know, let me clear this out the screen. We're working on an EDSB, and what I mean by size your screen's up. One screen should be EDSB in 5th period. Other screen you should have another Google Doc ready. And yes, I'll be going through the notes because this is a 5th period. It's the second round of robotics. So just make sure you log to your Gmail and the accounts you're going to use primarily for your notes and Google Docs. Create a blank document, and you guys, everybody should know what to do next. So start on that, starting with the name of the title, of the document, and the header. All right, so 2020. And don't forget your header. The date again. And period is 5th. Hello, Miss Kennard. Mark her present. Okay, it's a couple of minutes, we're going to start. Everybody should be getting everything set up so we can work on today's assignment. All right, welcome to class, Mr. Gray. Okay, it's Dajay. Is that Dajay? Yep, welcome to class, Dajay.
Hey, Mr. Tyler.
Yeah, there you go. You just messaged me. I was like, what's going on? But you made it in, so okay, cool. All right, so I think we're ready to do our norms and get started on today's problem. Okay, move this out the way. Okay, so I think I got everybody listed for attendance. Let's go through our norms real quick, everybody. So let's see here. So I can see all of your beautiful faces. Cool. Cameras on, looking awesome. All right, so this should be a quick day for some, and for others, it might be just more time to finish up. We started on this stuff. If you work through the problem on Tuesday, that was Monday's problem. And then remember I said this problem today will be due today, right? Because I pushed it from Tuesday to today. So this is our norms. And I'm going to go through it. Starting at the top of the list is Alexis. Can you read number 1, please?
No one has the right to hurt another person.
Thank you, sir. Number 2, that'd be Daje.
Education and classroom are sacred.
Thank you. Mr. Stuckey, that would be number 3. Jalen, is your microphone working?
Yeah.
You read number 3?
Oh, we will not behave in a way that will discredit ourselves, our school, our family.
Thank you. Mr. Gray, number 4.
At Excel Academy Southwest, students is always a lady or gentleman.
Awesome. Number 5 will be, who is after Gray? Garcia.
It says we take pride in Excel Academy of Southwest.
Thank you. Next in the list would be the academic norms. So number 1, that would be Miss Archie.
We respect the opinions of others.
Thank you. Next is Miss Kennard, number 2. Miss Kennard, are you there?
What number?
2.
We respect the culture of the classroom.
Thank you. Sinkaira, can you read number 3, please?
We are attentive and participate.
Thank you, ma'am. Coming back to Alexis, number 4.
We have high expectations of ourselves, our peers, and our teachers.
Sir, and last but not least, Daje, can you read number 5?
We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Thank you, ma'am. All right, so let's get into today's assignment, everybody. Now, again, you want to log into your ESVI account on one screen. On another screen, have your Google Doc going. This is about as much as you should have already been doing while we were waiting for people to come into class. Just take a moment and start that up, get it set up, and then scroll down to today's assignment. It's dated for today because I remember I extended it to today, right? Because we didn't get a chance to talk about it. We had an asynchronous day on that Tuesday before we went on Thanksgiving break. So take a moment and size up your screens. You know what the title is. You know what the problems are. We're going to go through it. Let me mark some people that just got here. So that's Archie. She just arrived. Give me one moment, everybody. I think this is a parent calling me. Hello. Okay, sorry everybody. So let's go through the steps. I'll just have to deal with that later. Let's go through the steps of how we're going to calculate everything. So what do? Well, we need the title. And the title is what's the electric field, right? Usually I let y'all, answer that, but we're strapped for time. We got a lot of steps. So we're going to type in the title. What's the electric field, right? In the center. Then you need the exit slip, which has the classroom term of the day in there. So exit slip is, let me blow this up some so you can see better. In the res. Go and make this a little bit bigger. Okay. And I'm just gonna type in the res.
Hey Tyler, you didn't mute by accident, did you?
I did. I'm talking to a parent.
Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. I got you.
Yeah, I was sorry about that. I was trying to get in touch with that parent for the longest, and she finally called back. So what were we at? Classroom term of the day. I'm just telling you, class, everything you're supposed to have at least started on or typed up. And I'm going really slow. So you should have this typed up as I'm typing it up so you can keep up. The next thing is what are they, right? So I showed you earlier on the classroom, right? And it had that slide that showed you. So we're going to go through the objective real quick. And if you put the objective into your write-up or your do now, that's an additional 15 points. So Ms. Archie, can you read what's in the gray box that says agenda? Starts right underneath welcome to intro to engineering with robotics. Is she there?
Today's objective, students will be able to calculate the magnitude of the electric field with respect to the force on positive charge and the amount of charge.
Thank you. All right. So with that said, you know, the term of the day is, classroom term is electric dipole. Term or word of the day is sufficient. So come over here. And again, if you put what Miss Archie said, she just got 20 points for saying that much. But the classroom term of the day, again, is electric dipole. That's what you put here. And don't forget, you got to put the definition, everybody. And then the word of the day is sufficient. All right, so let's come down. And next we put our question. So let's go back to SV and see what that's all about. So I'm gonna grab this and I'm gonna have someone read this for about 25 points. Let me put it in the chat first. You can raise your hand if you think you're capable. You still have the raise your hand feature here. And then Garcia got it first. Sorry, Valdez. I saw his hand go up first. All right, so go ahead, Josh. Do you see where it says hello? You're gonna read all the way down to show work part.
It says, hello, all future electric engineers. Synchronous problems need to be completed and ready to present tomorrow in class. Asynchronous problems has to be completed as homework and will be checked tomorrow in class as well. A charge at the origin produce an outward pointing electric field of magnitude 4.8 times 10 to the power of 4 newtons per coulomb
Cool. Yep.
Coulomb at a distance of 0.87 meters. What is the sign and magnitude of the charge?
Thank you, sir. That's 25 points. Let me write that down. Okay, so it's just that simple to get participation points, right? And these points stack up to help you out later. So please keep trying to participate, everybody. All right, next, you take the questions. Now, he read one of them for us, but the other part was just telling you how, to think about it. So I'm going to grab question 1S and 2A from EDSB. And 1S he just read. And we're going to put that into our document here. Okay, now the only person I think that does not have to do this, what I'm doing, because I'm just going to need her to explain something if she feels confident, is Miss Kennard. She's the only one that finished it correctly. So, Miss Kennard, you think you can explain to us what you did, or should I show the screen of what you did? Which one do you feel comfortable doing? Because you did an awesome job. She finished this.
Show the screen. Show the screen.
Okay, she don't feel like talking. All right. So I'll show the screen real quick, everybody. And this is how you should have edited it. If I go to Miss Kennard's work, I'm gonna pull it on a different screen, so I pull everybody's business up there. But hold on one second, so you guys can see how it's supposed to be done. We talked about how to do this a lot already. She pulled up notes and just knocked it out. But I'm gonna explain and feed the chat with the notes as much as I can. All right. So give me a second and pull up the steps you're supposed to use. And I'm surprised. Like, she had the equation, she had everything crossed out, the algebra. It was pretty cool. Let me see here. So Ms. Kennard, you just got to hang in there. You don't have to do nothing but participate. You don't really have to turn us in because I think you already saw your grade, right? I think you did.
I did.
Okay. So let me pull this up. She knocked it out quickly. Both parts. Let's see here, Kennard. And I'm just gonna pull this up so you guys can see it. There we go. So here's what we have. I'm gonna bring this over here so everybody can see it. Now I'm gonna give you about 10 minutes to get the notes set up the way she asked, right? Does everybody see what's going on here? Right? So your initial notes is what she has here. Okay. Now, she even has what the word of the day was last time on Tuesday. Electric dipole, she gave the definition. I'm literally, I think everybody can see what I'm doing. I'm literally showing you what you need to have this assignment done. So I'm going to like basically do it differently. I'm going to give you about 10 minutes to get all these notes down. And then we're going to discuss anything that's confusing. So I think what you guys are going to want is what? The notes in the chat. Am I right about that? So let me give that to you. Let's see if it fits. Let's start with this part. Okay, I'm gonna grab this and put this over here for everybody. So those are initial notes, but again, you have to make it the same way she did. Okay, see how the coulombs is not coulombs 2, it's coulombs squared. In some places you have Newton meter squared, not meters 2. So you got to make those edits using subscript and superscript where it applies. Don't forget the equation here is also written in a certain way. So let me see if I can expand this a little bit for you and move this out the way. So anyway, make this bigger. No, that's the second page. All right, so I guess I got to zoom it in on my screen. But this is like exactly how she did it. And she got extra credit towards other assignments. She highlighted her final answer and stuff like that. And the colors would show, you know, step to step what she did. Very awesome, right? So I think it's finding document. I'm trying to make it bigger for you. I'm just going to use the notes I already have. So let's go back. I could download it. That'll make it bigger for you to see. There we go. Let's open this up. So I gave you the first set of notes. You should have already taken those notes, copied them from the chat, put it into your document right under question 1. That's the first set of notes you're going to need. We're going through this a little bit more quickly because I want you to, get a lot done before we leave today, because this was actually due a while back.
You
said what?
Mark me present.
Mark you present. Hey, Autumn. Garcia, you got a question? See your hands up.
My fault. That been right there. My fault.
Oh, okay. Right, so you got to lower your hand, bro. There you go. Let me mark Autumn present. Okay. And thanks for letting me know, Autumn, because I was in the chat trying to get you guys straight. All right, so where is this? No, that's something else. I wanted to open up this document. There we go. That's a lot better. Okay, so with that said, let's close this and zoom in. And this is what she did, everybody. I think you can see this a lot better now. All right, so I'm gonna take the next set of notes, which is your known and unknown values, and I'll put that in the chat. Right, I'm literally just taking it, and then she has to change this to, I think it's not 109, it's 10 to the 9th power. So, but she had a lot of extra credits, so I just shave off points for that along. That's the known and unknown. And what I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back to my notes because they're not going into the chat too well. And do this because we just did this in I think 3rd period. So here it is. All right. I'm gonna grab all this and put this in the chat and see if it fits. Now you literally are putting this all under 1S, right? Your first in-class problem. So there we go. That looks a lot better. So just remember, you got to cross things out there, everybody. So first thing you should have is what? The definition for the magnitude of electric field, right? And then you need what else? You need the actual worded terminology. So that's magnitude of the electric field is equivalent to constant K times the absolute value of charge divided by the radius squared, right? Next is, what are they measured in? So a magnitude electric field is measured in, and I'm just going over the notes already put in the chat, everybody. So all you gotta do is just take it and put it in there and edit the same way I got on the screen. Nothing hard here. And what does that be? So it's newtons per coulomb. That's for your E field. That's how it's measured. Kind of like if I say, how much do you weigh? You'll say such and such pounds. That's a measurement or a dimension. Next is the K constant. That's newtons times meters per coulombs squared. Okay. Next is our amount of charge, absolute value. That's coulombs. So I'm just going line by line what they are, explaining it. But it isn't in the chat, so you don't have to worry about how to phrase it. You just got to edit it a little bit. Like this 2 here is raised to a power 2. You highlight the 2, go to format, text, and you raise to a power of 2 with superscript. If you want to drop something to a designation, use subscript. A lot of this is superscript, though. Next, you have this equation here. That's the mathematical representation. So known and unknown values. I gave you that. That's how it's supposed to look. Next is...
Mr. Tyler.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, so when you have put the first set of notes up in the chat, right?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but like when I copy and paste it and try to fix it, like everything is all jumbled up. So no matter what, I'm still gonna have to delete it and type it up like bad self.
What are you? Okay, so you talking about the first set of notes?
Yeah.
That's because I took it from a PDF. So you talking about where it says definition?
Mm-hmm. With the magnitude and stuff, yeah.
All right, let me try to put it in there again and see if this works out better for you. Okay. How about that?
Okay, let me see.
Any better or no?
Hold on, I'm doing it now, Mr. Tyler.
Okay. So that's the first set of notes, everybody. There's a little bit more to do because now we got to put the values in. Okay. So recap. I'm just going to put...
yeah, it's better.
That's what I thought. All right. So I'm going to put the notes in all over again, what you're supposed to have. What I just put in there for Dage, that's right after 1S, right? I'm showing you how it's supposed to look so nobody gets confused. And then the values, the values I gave you guys, this is for 2A. So I'm doing it backwards. So put this under 2A, everybody. I'm going to go back and do 1S in a moment. And then you have the same strategy here, but this is not finished. So all this goes under 2A for your homework problem. And then we're going to go back and do literally the same thing with different values for 1S. So just a correction, I was working the entire time on 2A. Take all those notes and put them in 2A, everybody. Okay, I'm going to scroll back up and get you ready for 1S. But there's a lot of notes there too. So did everybody get everything for 2A, or you need time to get it edited?
Mr. Tyler.
Who's that, Jalen?
Wait, Mr. Tyler, so the whole time we was doing 2A?
Yes, ma'am. But they're the same problems. So put 2A in there.
I'm thinking that we doing...
That's why I said I just scrolled and looked at it. It's 2A we're doing. So we're going to go back and do 1S. But it's the same notes almost.
Okay. Okay, I'm
Taylor,
finna
what was your
just
question?
copy and paste this.
Can you put the what's the name back in the chat? Cause I got
What's the
disconnected.
names?
The the problem.
Oh, so you which
The
problem we're working on?
yeah, the right. I got disconnected.
Okay. So the problem, as I was telling Dajay, that we're working on now with these values, where R is equal, let me look at the chat. R is equal to, what is it, 0.48, right? Yeah. So these are all notes for 2A, everybody. But the notes he's talking about putting back, I'm putting it back in again. The question that I wasn't trying to give you the steps to, but we did, is this one, right? We'll come back and do 1S. Kind of doing a homework problem for you. But you notice the last few steps for the homework problem are not done. So once you get that part done, let me know. How about 3 minutes? No, 3 minutes. Get it all done for 2A. We're going to knock out 1S with the steps. And you'll see they're the same, but there's a couple more steps to 2A. Give you 3 minutes to catch up. I can scroll up and scroll down if you want to see what crosses out in 2A. You're not done with 2A, but that's enough to get you started. So let's see, time. Yeah, it's 2 minutes. Use this time to get caught up, everybody. Ms. Kanar, since you did everything correctly, you can leave around, I want to say 3:30. You just got to hang out. That's all I can say, because I can't let you just go early. So you can leave a lot early because you finished already. And you got an additional 45 points that you don't need yet because like you finished up a lot of other stuff. I think you got a perfect 100 almost. But tomorrow there'll be a new problem. So okay, so we're at a point where you should have everything you need for 2A. And close to the end of class, I'll tell you what the next steps for 2A is. But we kind of did it out of order. So now let's do 1S and knock that out. Okay. Here are the notes for 1S. And I'm going to start with the problem in case you're not sure. So everything we did, like I just said, you see my screen, goes under 2A. Okay, everybody? You should have what I have on the screen lined up the same way. All right, next, let's do the problem we supposed to start it with. And this has all the steps. So I'm going to put the problem first. Okay, so this is the problem we're working on, everybody. Make sure you're underneath that problem. because the next set of notes go under that problem. So what do we have? We have the same setup, because remember I told you the problems are similar. So what do? Well, I'm gonna take these notes here and put it in the chat for you. They go under 1S now. I'll say that again so you don't get confused. So here you go. First thing you're putting under 1S, the synchronous problem. So same definition of magnitude for the electric field, same setup, but this is just your tools. So that goes in the center. The next set of notes, I'll put them in there. I'm gonna give you guys about 5 more minutes to get it edited correctly. So these are, again, the notes that go with 1S. So there's your known and unknowns. Did it go? It didn't go. Hold on. Put it in there. There we go. So there's your known and unknowns. If you copy it over, make sure you edit it the same way I have it. One area should show all the knowns. One area should show the unknown. Okay, lined up like I have it. Next is the steps, which are similar to 2A. This is just the algebra you did to solve for Q, right? So look at the steps, see what crosses out, and make sure you cross it out the way I did it. I'm gonna turn this to about font 14 so you can see a little better. Now the chat will not have things raised to a power. It will not have things crossed out. You have to do that in your Google Doc once you bring it over from the chat, okay? And then lastly, these are the last few notes to calculate the final answer. You have to calculate the final answer using Math Papa. Put that in there. You need all of that and then edit it correctly. Now let me blow this up so you can see it better. So here it is at a font of 14. I'm gonna give you about 5 minutes to catch up because we have share outs real soon. So you should be able to see what I'm doing better now. All right? So you guys got to tell me, or you all have to tell me to scroll up or scroll down so you can see what the crosses out. 5 minutes.
Mr. Tyler.
Can you go up?
You mean up or down, like
Mr. Tyler,
this?
can
Or
you
you
go
talking about
down so I can see the crossouts?
Yeah, that's
this?
what I'm trying to see.
Happy holidays, Ariel.
This for 1S, right?
You see that twice.
Yes. Dajay, does this help or no?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so the last step is really calculate the final answer to 1S. Now, I'm going to give you Math Papa, but I'm also going to show you how you calculate this final answer, right? So you got to type in these values because you got to do the same thing for 2A. And we're going to do the last steps of 2A, a share out, and we'll pretty much be done with class, right? So what do? Well, I'm going to retype everything so you'll know, but let me put it in Math Papa so you can do it yourself because you're going to need to use this tool on Fridays, right? So if you notice in the calculation, Math Papa is a link. You might want to bookmark this link in case you got to use it later. But the final answer is based upon these calculations. So it says here that Q, once we break everything down, is equal to this fraction, 4.8 times 10 to the 4th, divided by 8.99 times 10 to the 9th, all multiplied by 0.87 squared. So how do I type that into Math Papa? Okay. Bring this all out. Then what I do is I type it slowly, so parentheses, right? You hit the division button, it makes a fraction for you. You type it in slowly. That's 4.8 times 10. I'm not going to show you the final answer. I want you to calculate it. And you can ask if you got it right or wrong. Hold shift, press 6, it raises to a power. 4 is times 10 to the 4th. Come down to the denominator, and I type in what's in the denominator, and that's going to be 8.99 times 10, and that's, you hold shift, press 6, and you raise it to a power, so it's going to be 9. Press the direction key to the right twice, close parentheses, multiply by parentheses what? Well, it says it right there in your notes, 0.87. Hold shift, press 6, raise it to a power, and it's squared. Press the direction key over and close parentheses. All right, so that's what you got to type in the Math Papa to get the final answer. But you got to do the same thing for 2A. So let's take a moment to type that in and get the final answer, because it says Q, or absolute value of Q, that last part of your notes, is equal to some question mark. You type this in the Math Papa to figure out what the question mark is. So don't think you're done by just putting those notes in there correctly. You still got to calculate the final answer. All right, now I want to scroll down a bit and take care of 2A so you can have everything you need. What changes in 2A? Well, you notice you have all the algebra steps for 2A, but you don't have the final steps. This is where you put the numbers into that final calculation or final equation we made with algebra. So I'm talking about 2A, everybody, to finish up the notes. So here's what you put, and I'm putting in the chat too so you can finish this off. And you still have to calculate the final answer with edits. So if you look here in 1S, it uses the same type of philosophy or same type of system, but the numbers change a little bit because we have a second problem with different numbers. So I'm going to grab this and I'm going to edit it so that it fits what we're using in 2A. Because 2A has different known and unknowns. Well, different knowns. Unknown is the same. Come here, put this here. And then I'm going to make some edits. So it's not 4.8 anymore. It's 2.7 times 10 to the 4th. So I'm going to change this 4.8 to 2.7. I got to do that everywhere I see 4.8. Okay. Then what else changes? Well, our R changes. So R is not 0.87 anymore. It's 0.48 if you looked at your unknown values, right? 0.48 meters. So we're going to put that in there. So 0.48. So whenever we say 0.87, you change that. So 8. And then don't forget, this has a 4.8. Right? And so does this. It's up to you to calculate the final answer again, like I showed you in 1S, right? So we grab this. This is the edited version, and you still have to calculate the final answer using Math Papa. So don't forget that. This goes underneath the notes you had left for the homework problem. Okay. So calculate that out. It's 3:22. I'm going to give you 5 minutes to get caught up. And if anybody feels ready, they can raise their hand, share what they have, and leave a little early. Only person that can leave early without sharing out anything because she's done is Miss Kennard. And that means she'll be leaving in 8 minutes. Everybody else still needs in-class points and to get this pretty much done so you turn it in. Tomorrow we have a whole new problem. So 5 minutes. You can tell me scroll up, scroll down, ask questions so you can get caught up.
Can you turn on the share screen button so I can show you what I got?
Oh, you ready to share? Okay. 1 second. Okay, and I'm gonna stop sharing so you can share. You should be able to share now. Okay, you going. All right, what are you showing me? Okay. Thank you for turning sideways, all right. Okay, go down. It looks like you got to fix the notes for your 1S. So you're knowing, okay, it looks like, okay, so the 4-8 notes, okay, you did it over. I see you did it twice. Scroll down. Okay, so you just got to put the rest of the notes in the 2A, right? And it looks like you got most of it. Okay, so you got your in-class points, pretty good. Everybody else, you got 4 minutes. If you want to use the 4 minutes to go ahead and share out, you can. Oh, Garcia left. Oh, he's coming back. He's trying to do share outs. So about 4 more minutes, we're going to do share outs. Everybody has to show me how much they've gotten done so far. Great, you shared out, so you'll be able to leave us 6 minutes. I'm just waiting for everybody else to get their in-class points.
My computer died, Mr. Tyler.
Okay, well, that's cool. You're back, so you came back. That's what matters. All right, so a couple more seconds. We're going to do share outs, or final share outs in class points.
Mr. Tyler.
Yes?
Can you show me can you show me the classroom term and a word of the day and the objective again?
Sure. Hey, whoa. Mute yourself. All right. So I think you can see what I'm doing. Time's up. And if we come to the top, this is what you needed. So classroom term day is electric dipole. And the word of the day is sufficient. Okay. All right. So who's ready to share out? You can. I think the share feature is still available.
Tyler.
Go ahead, Valdez. You want to share? Let me stop presenting. Dajay, did you get what you need? I'm still showing mine, so I'm looking at his, so you can still see it there. Okay. Yeah, okay, he got it too. Okay. You get 2A. Yeah, I think you got 2A too. Yeah. Okay. So you're good. You usually got to turn it in ASAP, and you're good. You're free to go in 1 minute. Who's next?
I want to share out.
Okay. You can stop sharing, Valdez. All right. Waiting on you, Dajay.
Okay.
This dude's stupid. I tell him that soon.
My microphone.
Okay, so expand your screen just a little bit, Dajay. Okay. Looks like you got everything in order, Dajay.
Yeah, I just gotta do the objective.
Right. Don't forget to calculate that final answer for 2A.
Oh yeah, and yeah, okay.
Okay. So you're good. You're free to go. Who's next? I haven't gotten Autumn. I haven't gotten.
I can go.
Yeah, you're free to go, Dajay. Just turn that in.
It's like you.
Okay. Who's next? I haven't seen Sinkyra's. I haven't seen Garcia's. Valdez, you're free to go.
I'll go.
Go ahead, Sinkyra. Let's see here. Who else free to go? I think Gray showed already. Okay, Sinkyra, can you scroll down? Okay. I think you got just about everything. Yep. Okay, so you just got to calculate the final answer as well, right? Don't forget your 2A notes. Yeah. Okay. All right, so don't forget 2A. I didn't see that part yet, but okay. Yeah, so don't forget the notes for 2A. They'll be in the chat transcripts too later on today, in case you didn't get them. But you're free to go. Next, I would say either Jalen or Autumn, Archie. I haven't seen, and Garcia. Mr. Gray, you free to leave. There you go, Jalen. All right. Okay.
I can't tell you mine because I'm on my phone. My computer dead.
Okay, so just turn it in as soon as you can. Okay.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
All right. See you later. So Jalen, scroll down. Yeah. Okay. And what about 2A? Okay. All right. So you got to calculate 2A, the final answer for 2A, it looks like. You got everything else. All right. So just make sure you name your document. It's not untitled document. It's due now, right? In today's date. And don't forget to submit it. Download it and put it in EDSB under today's assignment, okay? Once you're done, you got till 8 p.m. tonight to finish it. So go ahead and turn it in. I'm seeing you got a lot of stuff done, but you got to turn it in. So submit it to EDSB, okay? You can stop sharing and you're free to go, but please finish that before 8. Next, I haven't seen Autumn, Archie. Which one of you two would like to share your screen real quick? How much have you gotten done? Are you two there? Asia, Autumn.
Yeah, I go, but I'm still adding.
Okay, well, let's just see how much you got so I can give you some type of points. Oh, Autumn jumped in front of you. Never mind. Okay. Okay. Okay, yeah.
She just gonna shy. Okay. Okay.
Okay, Autumn, you're free to go. Just turn it into work, Miss Hall. I'll see you later. She is showing off. Kanasia, you're last, dear. Let's take a look at what you got. There you go. Oh, you've been keeping up too. Okay. You don't have your exit slip. You forgot that part, I think. And you don't have the notes for 2A yet, it looks like. So make sure you grab the notes from the chat. All right. So do you know what the exit slip is?
No, I don't know.
Okay. So you can stop sharing. You got your in-class points. All you got to do is, like I said, do the exit slip and get the notes from the chat about 2A. So let me show you what that looks like. You should be able to see what I'm doing now. Do you see the exit slip part on my screen?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you get the definition of electric dipole and the definition of sufficient. That's 25 extra points. Type that in there. And the notes for 2A, do you have them in the chat, or you want me to repost those for you?
Yeah, I have. It's right here.
Okay, so grab those, and then you're free to go. Make sure you put them in there and calculate all final answers.
All right.
Turn it in to EDSB, please, before 8, so I can start grading, give you some good grades.
Okay.
Anything else? So if not, you're free to go.
Yeah, that's it. I was getting the notes from the chat.
Okay, cool.
All right, I got them.
All right. Well, I'll see you in class tomorrow. Turn it in before 8 tonight, Miss Lady.
All right.
All right. Check. Yeah, that's it.